Guys, it's me back for the last time today. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. It came out of nowhere. It literally came out of nowhere. Now, I had no clue this was coming, but as soon as I heard it did, I had to get it. Unfortunately, I didn't realise it was going to be the script, but I have been wondering whether the fact they may be planning to put it into a film, and the rumour is that's going to be happening in 2020. But in a way it's hard to read this one, but in a way it's easy to read. You can read segments, and it's like you see each character is what they're saying, but you don't actually. You also still get backstory, but you also see what would happen. What would happen if one slightest thing had changed, even just saving Cedric, changed the whole thing. Umbridge ended up the head teacher, and Voldemort reigned supreme, because Harry Potter was one of the ones who were killed in what Umbridge describes as an insurrection against the regime, Voldemort's regime. And I'd like to also throw to another fanfiction I read, and it's part of the Battle of Hogwarts, and it was by a YouTuber called Harry and Ginny 88, and it's what happens. And the twists are Harry's got a sister called Emma Potter, and she has a kid because Fred hasn't died in this one, and so that he's still alive, and he ends up with Emma. Hermione doesn't end up with Ron, she ends up with Fred. And Harry is caught with Ginny. Everyone knew that was going to happen. There was any chance of anything changing with that. That was always going to happen right from the start. But in this, and they have a kid. But Voldemort survived, and Cho Chang, in her jealousy of Harry being with Ginny, put a curse. So Harry had to take Emma's eldest, Arthur, and Ginny's newest born, Liam, through a magic portal, magic wardrobe, kind of a Narnia thing going on there, and it takes them into a world without magic. And they know where Ginny is, they know where they all are, but they don't know them. They don't know magic exists. Now, Liam had to kiss his true love, who was called Chloe, and that would remind everybody of the magic. And they did actually go forward in time to speed up the process. I knew I'd get there eventually. Speed up the process, but I know I've kind of gone off Cursed Child, but that's because I've pretty much said all there is to it. And I know there are probably still a few out there who haven't actually read it, so I'm not going to spoil it. But yeah, quite a few of my mates that includes. Thing is, there's so many things you can take from the Harry Potter universe. I myself was working on my own fan fiction. Okay, it's a load of rubbish, but in it, I become a character. I lost my family in the Wizarding War. I'm alone, and then it shows the kindness of the Weasleys again, the fact they took me in. But almost all fan fictions, apart from one I'm reading that I mentioned earlier, show that Harry and Ron went back to redo their final year, which is fair enough because they were pretty much going, alright, he beat the Dark Lord, but they were pretty much going into the Wizarding World without qualifications, which, even though you may have been the ones who defeated Voldemort, it's still going to get you nowhere. You see it quite a lot after World War II. The term was, they said they promised us homes fit for heroes. They gave us heroes fit for homes, and that was a very big thing in the Wizarding World as well. Because if you think about all the damage that happened, just look at Hogwarts. That was the whole Wizarding World was devastated by like that. Diagon Alley, you saw Ollivander's shop was destroyed. Fred and George's, I think there was a rumour that it was burnt to the ground by the Death Eaters, which led Fred and George to have to go into hiding. Because And that's another thing in the books, in Deathly Hallows I didn't mention in the last one, the fact that in the books the whole Weasley family went into hiding. In the film, Ginny doesn't. That's the thing. But it's also quite a wide theory, which I actually agreed to, that Ginny was tortured along with Neville and Luna to find out where Harry was. But I find that quite stupid because Snape had access to Veritaserum Serum. He could have just given them that and done with it. So I think there was a slight dark side to Snape. But in The Cursed Child, you see, he's named his... I also like to mention something called Barry Potter Musical. It's quite funny. It was... I'd certainly recommend it to anybody who... It was made by a company called StarKid, and it's absolutely hilarious. The songs are hilarious, the characters are hilarious, and all the way through you'll be laughing your heads off, I promise. Especially the Potterheads, you will understand the throwback jokes. But I think that's it for now. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope to do another video before long. So thank you, bye.